morning, Internet family. How we doing today? Beautiful day today. Beautiful day today. I've got a client with an internet emergency this morning. Curious to see what that's all about. They should have a backup internet connection so that no matter what happens, they always have internet. So curious to see how that occurred. But anyway, I'm on my way there. And the big story of today is NEO ant shares. Ant shares are up, and I guess it's about some magazine in China put out an article talking about it. So people in China are buying ant shares like crazy, which is, people are calling the Ethernet the Ethereum of China. So I guess that is what it is. I'm holding some ant shares. NEO, right? Is the symbol NEO? Not too many. I tried to do some maneuvers last night so I could get into Arctic coin, ARC, but somebody kept outbidding me on one of my sells, and then at some point I was like, I don't even want to sell what I'm trying to sell at that level, so I just gave up at a certain point. I probably will get some Arctic coin though later tonight. I want to have a few different Masternodes running. Unfortunately, I was going to go ahead and start working on the Masternode last night for Neutron, and I discovered, much to my chagrin, that there is not a Linux client. There's Windows and Mac only, which is very disheartening for me. So yeah, sad face on that. No Linux client. How do you expect serious IT and other kind of crypto nerds to run a Masternode if you don't even have a Linux client? Disappointing. I also watched a documentary on Ben Franklin last night. What a dude, man. Ben Franklin. Definitely a hero. Now, the reports of him being a womanizer apparently are greatly exaggerated according to this documentary. This documentary said he may have been when he was a very young man, but as an older man, they said he was just a rapacious flirt, and there's no evidence that it ever went beyond flirting with any of these young ladies that he was corresponding with. And his correspondences were quite flirtatious, but apparently he was most likely a faithful husband. And, liked the attention of the younger ladies, but didn't capitalize on it, apparently. So it was what this documentary suggested. Fascinating character, that Ben Franklin. Anyway, so setting the record straight this morning on Ben Franklin. The market's down just a pinch this morning. 122 billion is the market cap right now on cryptocurrencies. 122 billion. So, for those of you who think that cryptocurrency market isn't a real thing with a lot of stuff going on, I don't know what to tell you. $122 billion is a lot of valuation, capitalization there. So, seems like a lot of people have money in this at this point for it not to be a real thing at 122 billion. Slightly less than half of which is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at like 60 billion market cap. Bitcoin's still definitely holding strong. It backed off of, I think it met some kind of resistance at 3,400. It's in the high 33s still, 3380 or something like that. Ethereum's still up quite a bit. Was it I don't even remember, but it was up quite a bit this morning still. Monero's been a good story for me. I'm holding quite a bit of Monero, and it's up quite a bit. I don't know, it might even be time to consider selling Monero at this point. I probably won't sell all of it, but I might sell half my Monero later tonight. We'll see how it looks when I get home. I tend to do most of my crypto trading at home for the moment. I am going to have some kind of setup where I can do my crypto trading on the go from any of my jobs or anything like that. So, but not at the moment. At the moment, I pretty much am only doing crypto trading from home. Definitely a limitation. It's why I bought that laptop. So I will be finishing setting up that laptop and getting that going a little better very soon. That's going great, actually. I just I need to get that it needs a new keyboard, and I have the new keyboard. I just haven't put it in yet. Taking apart a laptop is kind of a chore, you know, little dinky screws, and it can be a little bit finicky. There's a new guy in town who I guess fixes cell phones and laptops and stuff, so I might just take it to him and have him do it. Just because I have kind of large hands and fingers, and I don't want to be in there dinking around. Yeah, so that's it today. The market's up a bit, or market's just down just a pinch, but a lot of the big players are still up. Litecoin's still up, Monero's up, Zcash is up, Gnosis had a big move up today, which is good. I'm holding some Gnosis, so I feel good about that. Decred is still up pretty markedly. Yeah, cryptocurrency market's doing pretty well today. So this is the kind of slight contraction I like to see, because this means the market's running a little bit smoothly, kind of more, I think, how it should be running. So good news overall. Watched a lot of videos last night about what other people are predicting is going to go up and down in the crypto space, and interesting stuff. We'll have to see. I don't know. For me, I feel like if I'm going to watch these YouTubers and listen to what they're saying on cryptocurrency, I'm going to have to see how their predictions pan out before I heavily back some of their plays. But, you know, it's a tough market. I mean, my predictions haven't been spot on. I didn't think Ethereum was going to be doing nearly as well as it is right now, so clearly I was off on that one. Although pretty much the rest of what I've got into has done pretty well. Chaincoin is down really low, man. If you were ever thinking about getting into Chaincoin, Masternode, now's the time, because it's I think it's down to 37 cents, which means you can get a Masternode for $370, which is pretty dang cheap. So I stayed out of the big pump and dump and the FOMO and everything else that was going on with Chaincoin. Mainly through laziness. I just wasn't real on it at that time when that was all going on, so I just didn't follow along and whatnot. I am holding enough Chaincoin for a Masternode. I think I bought in at like 40-something cents, so the bulk of what I bought, it was 40-something cents, so I'm not losing a ton of money. I think I bought some at 50 cents too, so might be down a little bit on Chaincoin, but it is a Masternode coin. I get that Masternode set up, and then I'll be making money bit by bit. In which case, you know, it'll probably pay for itself eventually anyway, right? That's my plan with Chaincoin and Neutron. And perhaps Arctic Coin as well, if I can ever sell anything and get a buy order. We'll see how that goes. Yes, that's what's going on in the crypto space. Hope everybody else is having a lovely day. Hope there's not as many internet emergencies everywhere else. Alright. Have a good one, Internet fam.